These days, the drivers' driving styles are much harder to make out. The vehicles are more stable, sit better in the corners, and with the intentionally fast degrading tires, the drivers no longer push things to the limit. Gaining time on the track is harder, but so is losing it. The difference in terms of performance is thus less, and the emphasis lies more on traction, changing direction, and minimizing mistakes. But that doesn't mean the drivers now all drive in the same way.
I think every driver has a different driver style, so I would say in so many different areas. It's true that maybe the difference between me and Valtteri is not so big, so I am able to drive more or less his setup. He's able to drive my setup, which this I think is very important for the developing of the car.
Felipe hits the brakes late and aggressively. He thus keeps a lot of momentum in the corners, but it doesn't help preserve the tires. For the little Brazilian to be fast, he needs lots of grip on the front axle. Teammate Bottas has a very similar driving style, however less aggressive and a bit smoother. He looks for balance and keeps an eye on the limit. One of the real greats is currently more of a development assistant than racing driver. For many, however, El Matador remains the most complete driver on the grid.
Fernando is a mixture of pretty much everything it takes to be a successful Formula One driver, including a vast amount of experience.
Caramba Alonso! In his driving style, the Spaniard combines precision and brutality. He dominates the car, but brakes cleanly and knows the limit exactly. Using a kind of self-trained ABS, he stops the wheels blocking and thus gets maximum grip from the tires. In the past, Alonso used to properly throw his car into corners as in rallying. With today's rules and vehicle, that's no longer possible. Teammate Jenson Button moves around the track in a very different way. The charming Brit is a tactician like Alain Prost. He's perfected the classic style and takes corners with great feeling, smoothly and elegantly, justifying his nickname, the Tyre Whisperer. Wonderkid Max Verstappen brakes with a lot of feeling and is especially clever going into corners. He's able to turn in early and as a result has to correct less when he comes out. The cool Iceman goes as gently as a lover with the flow of the car and has a hot affair with the throttle. No other driver has such touch in his right foot. He reacts sensitively to any understeer. But the Finn is a master of shifting weight with an incredible feel for the car.
Well, Kimi is very focused in his very own way. He does what he wants to do. And the way he drives a racing car is exceptionally good.
As a pupil of the master, Sebastian Vettel picked up a few tricks from mentor Michael Schumacher. In his prime at Red Bull, he too oversteered into corners and drifted with perfect timing into the apex to achieve the optimum line for coming out. However, 2014's rules put paid to his tricks. Brake late from then on, and if you accelerate early, you don't have enough electrical power. After some difficulties, Vettel adapted his driving style and is now very competitive again at Ferrari. The four-time world champion doesn't go gingerly in his handling of his red Margarita. He steers and brakes much more strongly than teammate Kimi and is therefore not kind to the tires. The two Mercedes aces are as different away from the track as day and night. On it, there are fewer differences, but some still all the same.
Lewis
is perhaps a more natural driver who has this incredible basic speed, and Rosberg perhaps more a worker who's always analyzing, but then is able again and again to set his own bar higher. Like his idol Senna, Hamilton drives aggressively and consistently, brakes late and hits the gas early, but he loves an oversteering car. Lewis's great gift is his relationship with the asphalt. If he feels good, he's able to fully utilize his fantastic touch, able to react and adapt. But anyone who reduces the Briton just to his ordinary driving feel seriously underestimates the reigning world champion. Nico is an analytical racing car whisperer who continually develops his driving style and concentrates on his strengths, smooth steering and great understanding of strategy. The German likes his setup neutral and handles his car much more gently than his teammate, which is why, on average, his tyres last a bit longer. In the complex world of Formula One, a driving style is dynamic, always in a state of flux and constantly influenced by experience and by technical, physical and mental factors, and yet unmistakably linked to the driver's personality. However, which style ultimately leads to victory is thankfully still a matter of conjecture.